Welcome to Dear Fans. DeWanna Bonner's first interview with the Indiana Fever has everyone talking, and for good reason. She is joining the team with a clear mission to take them to new heights. But there's one player she's especially excited to team up with. Picture this: Bonner, eyes gleaming with determination, discussing the future of the Fever. There's one name that keeps coming up: Caitlin Clark. My first game in Indiana, we got to get a win. You might be wondering, what's so special about this interview? Well, it's not often a WNBA veteran like Bonner gets this fired up about playing with a rookie, but that's exactly what's happening. And trust me, you'll want to hear what she said about Clark and the Fever's future. We're hungry. I think we're a hungry group. So I'm just excited to get out there with everybody and get the final roster, because I'm pretty sure there are more things than the works in free ages. So I'm just kind of sit back and waiting, but I can't wait for April 27th is training camp. I got to mark down and get out here with everyone and to set our goals and what we want to do. Bonner is making this move to be closer to her kids, living right up the road, but she's also got her eyes on something bigger. She saw how hungry the Fever's young core was in last year's playoffs, and she wants in on that action. She's ready to take this team to the next level. Can you feel the excitement building now? You might be wondering, what exactly does Bonner bring to the table? Well, let me tell you, she's got the most playoff minutes in WNBA history. That's right, she's bringing that championship DNA to Indy, and she's not shy about it. What excites you the most about this team that you're going to be joining? I mean, they have dynamic pieces in CC and a Kelsey Mitchell and a Blexi Hall. I mean, they have a great core, so why not just add to that and try to, take us to the next level in the playoffs. They were in first round, and I played against them in the first round, and the way they came back the second game, it just makes you excited to, okay, I want to be a part of that. They didn't lay down and quit. They came back and actually tried to beat us, really, that in that next game. But wait, there's more. Bonner's pumped about joining this Fever squad, and it's about the heart and hustle she saw last season. Bonner couldn't stop gushing about how impressed she was with the team's fight. She said, I want to be a part of that. They didn't lay down and quit. It just shows a lot about their character and how hungry they are. They kind of went on this crazy run, and they were the most well-jailed team at that time. They went from the bottom straight, and they just kept trending, and it was like one of those teams you're like, man, you don't want to really see them in the playoffs. So we got the matchup, and I think our experience helped us very well. But that second game, they came out, and it was like, yeah, they just kind of went on this trajectory that was just like on the rise, and it was literally Fever on the rise during right after that hour. So that's exciting. That's exciting for me to see, and that kind of helped me with my decision. Can you imagine what it's going to be like when Bonner steps on the court with this young Fever team? She's bringing a whole new level of experience and leadership to the locker room. This is the kind of move that can change a franchise overnight, that experience to a young, maturing team. What can you provide? I'm hoping that I can provide a little bit of leadership, but I feel like they're a team that last year helped them a lot, and understand that the dynamics of playoffs, it's a whole different ball game when playoffs come. And I feel like they're a young team, but they're a good team, and hopefully I can just provide the knowledge and explain playoff them a little bit better, so we can be better prepared, and I don't get punched in the face the first game. And it's hard to come back when you do that on the first game. It's hard to come back and try to win straight against a veteran team. So I think they got it. Bonner's genuinely excited about the players she's going to be working with. She's seen what this Fever squad can do, and she wants to help them reach their full potential. It's like she's the missing piece of the puzzle. They've been searching for. How important was familiarity and those relationships as you're making this decision? It's huge for me, because I do have 2 kids, and I want to be comfortable, and I want to make sure that I'm going to be taken care of, on and off the court. So Steph just made it easy. I don't have to learn a whole new system, and in year 15, so that's huge, and I feel like they just put me in great positions on the court that makes me successful, and took my game to a different level, and now you playing with these dynamic players, and hopefully I can take my game to an even better level. Now, let's talk about what this means for the Fever's future, because with Bonner on board, the sky the limit. She's been to the mountaintop before, and now she's ready to lead this team there too. She's seen what it takes to win championships, and she's bringing all that knowledge to Indy. Bonner's talking about creating a win culture in Indiana. She's here to help shape the future of this franchise, and that's the kind of commitment that can turn a team around, but how will her leadership style impact the younger players? Will we see a new level of confidence from the Fever on court? A little bit. I'm excited for them. I'm excited for this franchise. I think they deserve it. It's kind of crazy how you see how it happened in a year. You went from just a little fans in the stands to a sold-out arena everywhere, even on the road. It's crazy. I'm selling Kelly like in the playoffs. It almost felt like it was you guys' home game in Connecticut, 'cause it was so many fans that came out. So now just credit to them, credit to this organization, credit to this team, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. So what does all this mean for Fever fans? Well, get ready for one of the most exciting seasons in franchise history. Bonner's arrival is about bringing in someone who can elevate everyone around her. She's got the skills, the experience, and the leadership to take this team to new heights. My decision, you're one of the most fiery competitors in the league. Caitlin Clark is already establishing yourself as one of those. You two had a moment in the playoffs, but I know you feel like that moment actually shows how well you guys can fit together. Remember that epic playoff battle between them last year? Well, it turns out that was just the beginning of something huge for the Indiana Fever. Bonner is not just excited to play with Clark, she has a plan to turn her into an unstoppable force on the court. Can you imagine Clark playing at an even higher level? It is almost too much to wrap your head around. Let's break it down. Clark's rookie season was already off the charts. She was lighting up scoreboards and dishing out assists like nobody's business. But here is where it gets really interesting. Bonner saw something special in Clark during that playoff showdown, something that most of us missed too. Right, I think it's just two competitors going at it. It's the playoffs, so you're trying to get any way to win that game to get to the next round. It was not just two great players facing off, it was two competitors pushing each other to new heights. Bonner said, I think it's just two competitors going at it, and now she is thrilled to be on Clark's side instead of having to defending her tight. I don't think I even need to hear it. You can just watch her game. Everybody sees it. She's just a dynamic player, man. She's one of those ones that come in and can make an instant impact. As you can, Bonner is not stopping there. She is ready to be Clark's guide through the WNBA jungle. She is talking about bringing her leadership and knowledge to help Clark navigate the league better. It is like adding a turbo boost to a finely tuned engine. Clark is already amazing, but with Bonner's experience, she could become unstoppable player. I'm happy to be on the side of her now instead of guarding her. Of course, she's a dynamic player, and you see that and what she's done in her rookie year. And I'm actually excited to see what she's going to do her second year in the league with a little bit, more experience and understanding. A little bit more. Think about it. Bonner has been there and done that when it comes to playoff basketball. She knows what it takes to win at the highest level, and now she is passing that wisdom on to Clark. It is going to make Clark's job easier on the court, and that spells trouble for every other team in the league. Bonner is genuinely pumped about Clark's potential and can't wait to see what she does next season. This isn't just teammate talk, it's a veteran recognizing something special. So like I said, hopefully I can make her job a little easier, and she can make mine a little easier. But I think she's a great person, and we been kind of connecting here. We had a great workout this morning and it was fun. She's a fun see, and get this, Bonner dropped another bombshell saying, I just think she has another level that everybody should be excited to see. It is like Bonner has seen the future of basketball and Clark is leading the charge. I'm excited to step on the court with her. I play with a lot of great players, so to also keep continuing to do that, and I'm just so excited to see where her second year is going to go. I'm excited. Her first year was insane. You don't see too many rookies come in and do that. So, I'm excited to see where. But it is not just about Clark's individual success. Bonner is looking at the bigger picture, the future of the Indiana Fever with Clark at the helm and Bonner there to guide her. This team is about to become a force to be reckoned with. Oh, yeah, she's just a smart player. You already see what she's done in her rookie season. And I think she gets the ball to people in the right positions to help them be successful, so that's huge. And I'm hoping that I can give her a little bit more leadership and knowledge for her to understand this league a little bit better. And like I said, when playoffs, imagine the plays these two are going to cook up on the court. Clark's vision and shooting combined with Bonner's savvy and skill. It is going to be like watching basketball chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Bonner is not just talking about the X's and O's. Either she's going to help Clark handle everything from the grueling schedule to The pressure of being a superstar Bonner has been through it all, and now she is making sure Clark has all the tools she needs to dominate for years to come, and that decision to come to Indiana speaks volumes when you look at the starting five, or the potential starting five right now. It could be 5 different all-stars. What's this team capable of? The sky is the limit, but I think it's going to all come down to everyone knows that on paper it can look very, very good, and how we can jail how we can bun and everybody binding into the roles. And other the goals of the team, and I think we got a great group to do that, and everybody wants to win. All right, folks, get ready, because DeWanna Bonner's joining the Indiana Fever, and she's about to be part of a team that's going to shake up the entire WNBA. You heard that right, the Fever's been quietly putting together something special, and Bonner might just be the final piece of this championship puzzle. We're talking about a potential starting five that could feature 5 different all-stars. Can you even imagine the kind of damage they could do on the court? It's like Indiana's been slowly assembling all the pieces, and now they're ready to make their move. Cool. Kelsey Mitchell is a player who's maybe been out of the spotlight because the Fever haven't had a great record for a lot of her time here. But you know her as well as anybody, and her ability to be a knockdown shooter and scorer. Bonner can't wait to share the court with Kelsey Mitchell, and she's not holding back on the praise. She's calling Mitchell one of the most dynamic players in the entire WNBA. Bonner's actually relieved she doesn't have to guard Mitchell anymore. She said, "Kelsey is one hard player to guard, man." That's some high praise coming from a defensive beast like Bonner. What do you anticipate sharing the floor is going to be like with her? Oh, I can't wait. I think she's the most dynamic player in the NBA. Like, she's quick, she's athletic, she can shoot, she can score, she can pass, and I can't wait to play her alongside her. And not only that, I think she's a great human being, so I'm excited to be her teammate. I talked to her a little bit, and she just welcomed me to Indiana. She's been here for a very long time, and it's her time, and she want to win. It's just I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she's getting this attention. I'm happy that hopefully we can put up a winning record for her, because she's been here so long, so I'm just excited to play alongside of her. And like I said, I'm just happy I don't have to guard these players anymore, and just be on the alongside of them, cause Kelsey is one hard player to guard, man. You never know, she can take off on you really quick. But it's not just Mitchell that's got Bonner excited. She's pumped to play alongside Natasha Howard for the first time ever. Can you believe these 2 veterans have never been on the same team before? Bonner's talking about sharing leadership roles and helping the young players on the team. That's the kind of veteran presence that can turn a good team into a great one. You bring multiple championships and multiple hours, and so too does Natasha Howard. What is her inclusion and her decision to play here with Indiana? What does that mean to you? What can it mean to the Fever? I think she made her decision before me, so it was like, okay, you got Tosh, and that was a huge gift for Indiana. So I'm like, man, it just looking at the lineups and the possibilities of different things that can happen and the rotations that we can have, I'm like, yeah, I think I fit in pretty well there. So I'm happy to be finally playing alongside of her. I've never played with her before, so I can't wait till we get back here and I get to learn her game. She could now. Here's where things get really exciting. Bonner's got big plans for early Boston. She straight up said, for us to be good, we need a little Boston to be great. That's a veteran all-star recognizing the potential in a young player and committing to helping her reach that next level. Can you imagine what Boston could do with Bonner mentoring her earlier today? Boston was actually the first person you spoke to when you made this decision, and somebody that you'll be spending a lot of time on with. Yeah, I spoke to her, and I just asked her what was her goals, and she told me her goals, and I think for us to be good, we need a Leo Boston to be great. So I think she understands that, and I'm super excited to be on the court with her, and I'm hoping that I can help him grow a game and keep double teams away from her a little bit so she can really show what she can do. Bonner is looking at the Fever's core group, and she sees something special brewing. She's talking about players like Mitchell and Clark and how she wants to add to that core to take this team deep into the playoffs. We're not just talking about making the postseason, we're talking about championship contention here, folks. And you know what really gets me excited? Bonner's talking about team chemistry and how they're going to build it. She said it's going to be a process, but that's the fun part about basketball, figuring out how this works and what lineups work with you. That's the kind of attitude that builds dynasties, folks. Bonner's here to build something that lasts. It's going to be hard because I'm going to go after it, just like I did, 15 years ago. And I'm excited to be in another training camp. I'm excited to be in a training camp with these players and these young players that are just hungry. I think we're going to have a competitive training camp. It's going to be intense. And I think that's just going to prepare you for, steps in May. And now let's talk about what all this means for the Fever's chances this season. Bonner's experience, especially in those high-press playoff situations, is going to be crucial for this young roster. She's been there, she's done that. And now she's going to make sure her teammates are ready for the big stage. I think that you see how much you're loved and you're appreciated. You kind of got to give, and then they give it back, so just to get back that love and being able to take care of your body and the things that they provide you to,
perform your best, I think is needed now.
And I'm excited that I get to have that. And that's this late in my career, 15 years, and I need it. I'm old. I'm an old vet. So I need to recover well. So they've been so amazing, so great, and giving me everything. And don't forget about Howard's impact. Either we're talking about a player with championship pedigree, someone who knows what it takes to win at the highest level, put her together with Bonner, and you've got a leadership duo that's going to set the tone for this entire team. It's like watching a superhero origin story in real-time home arenas, and it's just been pretty cool to see. I'm just happy that I can still be a part of it, happy that I'm still wanting, in different organizations and have the free agency that I had. And I'm coming to probably one of the best friend bases in the world right now, so I'm pretty honored to do that. All right, folks, let's talk about DeWanna Bonner's impact on the Indiana Fever, because this signing is a total game changer. Bonner's not just talking the talk. She's ready to walk the walk. Here's where it gets really interesting. Bonner's experience is the key to making this team gel, and that's what could take them to the next level. She's a leader who knows how to win in the WNBA. Now you might be wondering what this means for the Fever's playoff chances. While the experts are buzzing, they're saying Indiana could make serious noise in the postseason with Bonner's know-how and the young talent they've got. Watch out, WNBA. The Fever are hungry for success. Are you ready to see them shake things up? Like this video and subscribe this channel. Thank you.